Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Light Camera Pop. It is episode number 22, and we are still hungover from last week. And this week, we have a special spooky Halloween episode for you because this is the week of the season of the pumpkin, Halloween. I'm Rich, and with me, as always,
Mike.
is Mike. Yes,
Yeah,
sorry, we could just kind of overlap there.
hey, whatever.
Guess what I forgot to freaking do?
Record.
No, I recorded it. I just forgot to change my mic. So sorry about the 20 seconds of static, ladies and gentlemen. Boils and ghouls.
You would think we'd be like, I don't know, semi-professional by now.
Well, you are. It's me. It's on my end that I keep messing it up. The bad Becky good. Oh my god, what you been up to, man? You've been how you been living with the spooky season so far?
Well, you know me, I've been just hitting all kind of shows for spooky season.
Woo-hoo.
So just living it up, just living it up. How about you?
You know what? And I have not been living it up. I've just been doing like normally everyday normal routines and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been just again, like I can't stress enough. I lead a very simple, very simplistic life. And
I
like sometimes
I haven't done any any horror stuff. Like I haven't done any Halloween stuff, no haunted hay rides or haunted houses or anything like that. To be honest with you, I haven't really done any of that stuff in years. Amy and I went once with her family 2 years ago, I think.
Mhm.
And that was pretty much about the last time I did anything like that. It's just for me, it's just been the horror show and then the thing up there in Evans City. And then last night we Amy's daughter had a Halloween party, so we went to that. It was just a small little get together, nothing no big blowout or
So
nothing.
you didn't dress up?
Some people did, I did not. But so yeah, like you, I lead a relatively boring life.
Yeah,
I'm
I
usually
mean,
in bed. I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock.
you and me both. Like, oh my god, it's just I don't know why. I tend to get a little bit sleepier earlier in the day and get my warm cup of milk. No, I'm joking. But I do go to
Every
bed at
once
like
in a
9
while, I
o'clock.
yell, "Get off my lawn!" for no reason at all. There's not my lawn's gated. I just feel since I've hit that age where I kind of have to.
Damn trick or treaters.
Right.
So yeah, I really, like I said, I really haven't done anything. I did do one rewatch, and I meant to talk about this last week. And like, this could be the episode that people say, yeah, F this guy. We're going to keep listening to Mike and we're going to tune him out. So, I did a rewatch last week of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
Now, I had gone on record a long time ago saying that I felt that that the Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my top 5 most overrated. It's the Kiss of horror movies to me. And I'm just like, but I think what it is there's been a lot of hype right about now because of the anniversary or something like that. I believe it was.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it another try. And so I did, and I watched it, and I'm like, I don't get it. So at the end, I still stand behind my thought that it is a very overrated movie. I don't get it personally. The only, honestly, in my opinion, Tim Curry was the only saving grace of that movie. And
Okay.
Tim Curry, I love Tim Curry, and anything that he does, he's a fantastic actor.
Oh yeah.
I
He's
don't
top shelf.
now see another one of my, and I'm gonna kind of balance this out a little bit. Another one of my top 5 most overrated Halloween horror movies of all time is Hocus Pocus. Mm-hmm. Now, I just recently watched Hocus Pocus for the very first time, 2 years ago. And I'm
Okay.
like, I I can see why people like it. That's the thing. I can see why people like it. It's just not for me.
But see, here's the thing: like people think Hocus Pocus is great, but they have to watch Halloween Town. Halloween Town's so much better than
Thank
Hocus
you.
Pocus.
Yes, I 100% agree with that statement right there. But again, I can see why people enjoy Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like run it down at all. It's I like it. I do enjoy it. I think it's a campy movie. It's a fun movie, but it's a
Hmm.
kids movie. It's not like it's not like it's not like Halloween or like a Freddy, like a Friday the 13th, anything like that.
Right.
It is a true kids movie, but it's a cool because it's like um it's like it's a gateway drug for Halloween for me. It's like that and like Monster Squad, which Monster Squad's amazing, but like Monster Squad is a kids Halloween horror movie. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh, for
It
sure.
has just enough like campiness and a little bit of horror and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Like so yeah, it's to draw you in, to get you into the realm of horror
Correct.
and the realm of Halloween. Because to be honest, I've told you this 1,000 times. Like, I like horror movies, but I don't
Hmm.
love
Right.
horror
Right. Right.
movies. Like, I am not like a person that's like I don't care less about like what's that new movie that's out now? Something the phone booth or something like that, or the Black Phone
The
or
Black
some shit
Phone
like
too.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, like that doesn't interest me. And I know people are like, "What the hell?" Like, it doesn't. It like I'm like, whatever.
No. No. I get it.
Um, Same with another like Terrifier. Like Terrifier, like I watched the first one and like I've seen bits and pieces, but like again, it's not like a movie where I'm just like, oh my god, Terrifier 3s or Terrifier 37 is coming out. Like I don't. It doesn't do anything for me,
Sure.
and I hate torture porn movies. Like I won't watch them.
That's fair.
Like the first Saw movie was cool. Anything after that, not
Well,
interested.
because if you look at the
Like Hostel,
bones,
not
right? If
interested.
you look at the bones of Saw, the first Saw, if you look at the bones of it, the blueprint, it's a
Hmm.
detective story. It is
It
not
is.
the torture. But here's what's crazy, and this kind of goes back to what D. Snyder said during his speech at the Congress, is that music, like movies, like music, is subjective. The
Right.
fans are what made Saw what it is today.
Right. I agree. Like I said, I like the first one. Anything after that, meh.
Yeah,
And like, so like, I like, if I watch horror, I like the suspense. I like the paranormal type of horror. If
right.
you can't tell, I'm really into the paranormal stuff. So that's my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like The Conjuring, The Exorcists,
For
that sort
sure.
of
Yeah.
stuff. I like the more demon-y, or like Jaws-y type of stuff. Like I don't like just like I said, I hate torture porn
Hmm.
movies. Like I just will not watch them anymore. Um,
Because they kind
but
of,
getting back to Rocky Horror though.
yes.
Okay, my I have a hot take on Rocky Horror as well. I can't watch it at home. I can't. Like
Okay.
you're right. It's just like this is pretty damn dumb. But when you go to the movie theater, it's completely different. It's just you nailed it when you said it's Kiss. I cannot listen to Kiss other than Half a Destroyer, but Kiss live is amazing. I'm not going to say they're not. They're very very good live. And when you go with Rocky Horror, it's another one of those things. It's not a movie, it's an
And I was
experience.
gonna say have heard that the stage show is a 100% complete different experience than what
I believe that. I believe that 100%.
I do too. I do too. Um, Darren
But
Lynn Bousman, who did the Saw 2 and 3, he did a few movies called The Devil's Carnival and
mhm.
Repo the Genetic Opera. He turned those into stage shows and he took them on tour.
Oh,
And
neat.
like it's cool to watch them on TV, but I've watched the clips of YouTube videos of how they do the productions and everything. It seems so much fun. And I would venture to say that I think that the Rocky Horror Picture Show would do that for me. But
No,
at the
I saw
moment,
Evil Dead the musical.
I've heard some people say that it was rather fun.
It's not rather fun.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Oh, okay.
I loved it. Like I now I saw it years and years and years ago. Me and my buddy Scott went to see it. And it was just fantastic. I loved it. I had a blast. And it was just recently, say like 9 months ago or so here in Greensburg, and I missed it. I wanted to go, but I ended up not making it. I wanted to take Avery because like how much she loves plays, but I think it was at the same time she was doing the Adams Family, so like she like the day that it was being done was like one of her production nights, so we couldn't go.
Oh,
So that kind of shot that down. But real quick, on a side note, speaking of Greensburg, did you see who's going to be in Greensburg on November 6th?
mm, Velma.
Bill fucking Murray and his brothers are doing a live comedy act at the theater down Greensburg.
Did you just say Bill Murray?
Yes, I did.
Like, like Peter
Yes.
Venkman, Bill Murray?
Yes, Peter Venkman, Bill freaking Murray is going to be there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was exactly what I said when I saw it.
I would
I was
love
like,
to go see that.
and so I looked up tickets.
Oh Jesus.
And believe it or not, they weren't horrible. They weren't like crazy expensive. On the first site I saw, they were crazy expensive, but I started going down the rabbit holes looking for tickets, and I was able to find like two nice tickets for like $80 a piece, which I didn't think that was too bad for that.
No,
But
not at all.
obviously I'm not going. I wish I was.
Right.
I wish, but I'm not. I can't. I just don't have the time and all that sort of stuff. Like that week, that day is like the day before my birthday, which is on a Thursday. Um, and then the November 7th is my birthday, and I'm probably going to go down to um, preserving on that night to go see Hot Water Music, which is a band I just absolutely love.
Nice.
And so I'm probably going to go see Hot Water Music. And then the following Saturday, Amy and I are going to go out to dinner. She's going to take me to Meat and Potatoes.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so
Right.
cool. Actually, that week I might as well drop the bomb on here.
Yeah, I kind of teed you up for this one.
Yeah. So November 7th, Friday, a good buddy of mine, Christian Havens, him and I are gonna do another podcast, and it is part of the Carnival Lights Media Productions, and it is the House of Mouse Musings, and it is
I'm looking forward
Disney
to hearing
show.
it. I am.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, and I've always said, like, I wanted to wrap everything. Like when we started Lights Camera Pop, I was like, I wanted to do everything just all in one inclusive show. But you know what? It's like so challenging to do because when it comes to pop culture, it's such a vast array of subjects that it's hard to contain it all. It's just like you can't keep it all in one little cube. You just have to just explode everywhere.
Yeah, there's too many rabbit holes. So I mean, like our goal with this, in my opinion, is just to gloss over everything, touch on what we enjoyed, like music, movies,
sure.
and different things like that. We haven't talked about music in a while, so we're gonna have to do another music show pretty soon.
I reached out to somebody the other day, and I messaged you about it, and I'm just gonna mention it, kind of not who, but I'm just gonna mention it on here. Hoping that he listens to get him on the show because like he is a real icon and it would be super cool to have him. So looking forward to that guest, and if he gets to come on, if we're honored and privileged enough to have him on. Am I waxing his car enough?
Right.
I really just want to get him on because like he was if I could say a pivotal role in people's lives.
And we did talk about him one time.
Yeah, we did
very recently, but we're not going to go in. Now, I am going to announce two people that we are going to have on. My one buddy Jay is going to be on, and he's a guy out in Philadelphia, and he owns a record label. He does like show bookings. He does all kind of stuff like that. So we're going to talk. We're going to talk about like music and vinyl, and he's a big dealer as well. He does shows like me, but he does just vinyl shows, not like me where I do mostly comic and stuff like that, and then some vinyl. But we're gonna have him on, and he's gonna talk about like starting his label. He's gonna talk about like record collecting. We're gonna talk
That's
about like
great.
show promotions and different things like that.
Looking forward to
And
that.
this is a big one. Like, I did nail it down. I'm talking to his wife. We're gonna have the date set up pretty soon. But Bobby Steele is going to be on the show. Bobby Steele was the original guitar player of the seminal punk rock band The Misfits. Yes,
And that is
The
super
Misfits.
dope.
That Misfits, the awesome band. And he's
Super
also
geeked for that.
the frontman and guitar player of his own band, The Undead. So we are going to definitely have him on. I've been talking to him for a couple of days on and off, and he told me to nail it down with his wife. So I'm going to reach out to her this week, and we will have it all set up. I don't have a date yet, but we will have Bobby Bloody Steel on the show.
That's so
How
freaking cool.
awesome!
Good job, man. That's awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure.
Brian, I promised Brian he'll be able to be on the show for that one, so he's all excited.
Oh, I'm sure he'll like. I remember that time. Remember that
Yeah, he's gonna be like,
time.
I just saw you not long ago. Yeah. So we're gonna have Brian on with us to help out with that show, and we'll have Bobby Steele on. So those are two, and then Mike, we're gonna try to have a guest on tonight, but the guy who we're gonna have on is doing some. He's an author, writer, all around cool guy, but he was already had some commitments for today. So
Yeah.
you're just stuck with us.
Which is fine, perfectly fine, right? Well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay, good, yeah. But yeah, so like I think that's pretty cool coming up. I tell you what though, and like while like I'm excited for Halloween, you know what? I'm excited to do some shows throughout December on Christmas. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I am not gonna lie. Um, I'm starting to get hit by that little bit of bug. And I think the only reason why, because like I've been talking a lot of Muppets lately, and I went down this little rabbit hole telling my buddy at Walmart in Brownsville, he works there, James. I was telling him about how I got this vinyl, and it took me forever to find it, and I finally found it, and it was Jim Henson and Jim Henson, John Denver and the Muppets, A Christmas Together. It was a vinyl.
Christmas Together.
Yeah, Christmas Together. It was something that like okay. So real quick, I know Halloween episode. We'll get into the spooky stuff here in a second, but
Right.
I'm gonna go into this real quick because I love this story and it's something that like it's meaningful to me. So as a little kid, there was we had this big ass long television set, and we had the big ass picture tube in the middle, and on the speakers on each side, in this big wooden box, and then up top there was a record player on one side, but on the other side there was a place to hide all your vinyls. So here there was always this one record that I always listened to ever since, like, for every Christmas every year my mom and dad would break it out for me, and it was John Denver and the Muppets, A Christmas Together. So of course, what do you do when you're growing up over the course of years? When you move, things get taken away, they get destroyed, they get sold.
Displaced.
Yeah. So I haven't had it. And of course, over the years, I've had iterations of it. I've had the cassette, I've had the CD. I do have it on my Spotify right now, the album downloaded. But I've always wanted the record. And just because it was something that was sentimental to me as a kid, and I could have ordered it online because that's the easy thing to do, right? But
Right.
it's the journey of getting that thing. So I was at yard sale, every yard sale I go to, every flea market, I would always go through the records trying to find that record. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, Mikey, my son, and I, we went up to in the Uniontown Mall. There was an indoor flea market at one time, and we went in there, and it was during Christmas time, and sure enough, they had it on display, and it was only $18, and my kid bought it for me.
That's
brought
awesome.
it home, played it front to back, and so when I'm of course opening up the booklet or the cover, the album cover, where the vinyl goes in. And here I go to put the record back, and I feel like there's like some tension when it won't go in. So I'm like, what the hell? So I pull the vinyl out and I kind of spread it open a little bit. And I look inside, and then I tipped it over and something fell out. Here, this is something I did not know when I was a kid. It came with a poster of John Denver and the Muppets, and it wasn't the album cover. It was just a group photo of all of them together. And it was still folded in pristine condition. And I absolutely love that thing so much. It's probably one of my absolute most treasured vinyls that I do have. And I don't have a lot, but that's one that I will never misplace again.
I would frame that photo.
Dude, it's so... And I thought about it. I thought about like... but with the creases, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it would...
Yeah, the creases, I just think stuff like that just makes it look cooler. Like when you have like that old look to it with the creases, with it's because to me it's loved. It shows it's just that frame it, dude. Just frame it. Who cares? Frame it. Even if it's ripped in half, frame it. Trust me, you're gonna want to frame it. You're gonna want to look at it. Frame it.
You may have talked me into it. I may do that. I may absolutely do that.
It's so worth it. It really is. It's so worth it.
You know, and so back to the Halloween. We're okay. We're back. We're back into present day spooky times. You know, so and I was gonna do this. I was gonna do an episode of the horror of it all, leading up to Halloween, and I wanted to. I made up a list. I curated a list, and I thought this would be kind of cool. And since we touched on it a little bit already, I'm gonna bring it up here, and I hope you don't mind. So, chime in, please. So, I wanted to talk about the top 10, my top 10 gateway to horror films for kids.
Okay.
You know, and I thought that like I said, I was gonna do like a quick half-hour episode on this. And I'll just kind of give no really rhyme or reason. I won't go into detail of anything, but I will go on to say just real quick of what they are. So, and I did give an honorable mention to the Monster Squad. I did not put that on my list. And the only reason why I did not is just because it does have a little... And so... I don't know why I didn't put it on. Like, I want to say that like it had a few adult, like PG-13 themes to it.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like, and let's face it, sometimes movies like that, like when they're set in the 80s, it's hard to have a kid sit down and watch it. So, this is the top 10 that I came up with. These are in no particular order. I'm just going to kind of run down. Casper from 1995.
That's a good one. Christina Ricci.
Yeah, Christina Ricci, Devon Sawa, Bill Pullman. I mean, and just the three ghosts. I mean, and then Dan Aykroyd having a little cameo in there from the Ghostbusters. Like it's a fun movie, and I think that it blends well with the scary hauntedness as well as the fun for kids that they can enjoy. The second one I thought was a little bit more terrifying, but it's still animated, so I think it kind of negates the horror behind it, but is Monster House from 2006.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. The Nightmare Before Christmas I have on there. And that could be one of those movies that's a toss-up between a Christmas movie and a Halloween movie. I don't care. It's perfect because there's 2 times a year that you can watch it without feeling like, oh wait, this is a holiday movie. And so
unless you're me, you just watch it whenever because I freaking love that movie.
Right.
Considering I have like an entire tattoo of it from my knee down to my left, my right leg.
Right.
Yeah.
Coraline is another one.
Another good one.
Yeah, Coraline is really
That's like a
good.
weird one. Like a lot of people either absolutely love that one or absolutely hate it. There's like no in between on that movie. I've never met someone who's like, meh. I've met everyone's like, oh my god, that movie's beautifully shot,
Yeah.
really really cool. Or they're like, that movie was awful. That's the only thing. Those are the only two um things I've ever gotten, like reactions I've ever gotten on that movie. I think it's great. I love it. My wife would rather sew her eyes shut with the with with, with the buttons than watch that movie.
Yes, that's funny. Next up, I have Gremlins, and that is more considered a Christmas movie again, but it's
I consider it a horror movie that's Christmas movie adjacent.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that, but I mean, I do look at it where it's more of a Christmas movie, but I think it's a Christmas movie with horror and Halloween adjacent. Um, but that one scene where Stripe is like deteriorating from the sunlight and he's in the water
Yeah.
and it comes out. That's a terrifying. In the script, it was originally done as a horror film,
Yeah.
and they lightened it up a lot. I kind of like
It's
maybe
supposed to be
this.
like R-rated and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. This one I put on as more a nostalgia for me, I think, but I think kids would like it, and the humor between the ghost world and the humor of the real world, it's fun. It's Beetlejuice.
Oh, another great one.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
Yeah.
and while I'm not a Jack Black fan, I would be remiss if I did not mention the Goosebumps movie.
Okay.
Um,
No,
I
I've never seen it.
It
I
was
can't
pretty
say
good.
I
It
can't
was
say anything
pretty
about it.
good, and he kind of played a straightforward character in that movie.
I've never
Uh,
heard anything bad about it. I just never watched it.
yeah. Adam's Family with Christina Ricci, Raul
Okay.
Julia, Angelica Houston. Uh, great film. I'm still a Munsters fan, true and true, but um, this was still a fun movie. And again, I tossed around between putting this on here, but again, I said I can see why people like it, and it is a gateway. Is Hocus Pocus. And that's actually I have it tied with Halloween Town because I think they make a good double feature.
No,
And
I like Halloween Town more than Hocus Pocus.
I do too.
Um, yeah.
I do too. And lastly, which is one I saw at the drive-in, and I saw it with Spider-Man Far From Home. I think it was Far From Home. Yeah, I think so. But is Paranorman.
Oh man, I like that movie so much.
Dude, I like
You hear they're making another one.
I did see that. I'm so excited because I really did. I would like to see that in more of a series form instead of a movie. I think it would be done really well, or a comic.
It does lend itself to that.
Yeah,
It
sure,
does
for
lend
sure.
itself to that.
Um,
You know what I would put on that list
what's that?
too? You ever see the movie Igor?
Igor. Yes, I didn't see it, but I know what it is.
John Cusack does the voice of it, does the main character's voice. It's really good. I think that's another one that would be perfect for that one, for that list.
Like I do remember that, but like I don't know how I never watched it.
Go back and watch it sometime. Seriously, it's a cute movie. It's all the Igors are uh like assistants to evil scientists and all this stuff like that. They make a kind of like a Frankenstein's monster, and it's a woman. But she doesn't want to be a monster. She wants to be an actress.
Oh wow.
And it's so good. You'll get a kick out of it. It's funny. It has everything that we like. It has like it has that perfect sense of comic blend. Has like the little monster to it. It's good. You'll like it. You will. And it turns out that like the evil scientist is a complete idiot, and all the Igors, and the Igor is like the main person who comes up with all the good ideas and everything. It's cool. It's flips things on its head. It's cool. It's a good movie. You'll like it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I think you'll definitely get a kick out of it.
Oh, well. So I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was pretty cool.
I like that. I like that idea. That was a pretty cool idea. And I think when you do, if you record it, like since you like let the cat out of the bag on this one, but like if you decide to record it and do the horror of it all episode, I'm looking forward to listening to that too, because I'm sure you'll expand on things and give reasons and all that sort of stuff. So that would be a cool listen.
Yeah, I definitely think so too. I definitely think so too. I'll have to look into doing that. But um, so what? I don't even know what I'm. See, we were steamrolling right there, and I just got all like,
I know, like,
sorry about that.
all discombobulated.
Discombobulated, but yeah. So like, is there what are some of the kind of movies that you like to watch, or actually, before we get into that, what
Mhm.
are music? Since we mentioned
Okay.
music a little bit ago, what are some of your go-tos for Halloween? Like, I'm
My go-tos
just,
for Halloween.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, do you like? Because I literally have two different playlists on my phone. I have, well, no, I have like 30 million on my phone, but on Spotify, like, do you have any like playlists? Like, I have a Christmas playlist. I have a Halloween playlist. What is like? What would you add to a Halloween playlist?
Okay, so like my Halloween playlist, if you really want to know, The Damned is on there. Like they have like they're a large section of my Halloween playlist. Sam Hain and the Misfits are both really really big on it. Then the Coffin Cats, I listen to a lot of them
Oh, Coffin
during this
Cats are
point
good.
in time of year. Um, what else? I do listen to some Slayer during this time of year. Um, but the majority really does gets eaten up by the Misfits. Sam Hain and the Damned are like my top three, especially like this week coming up. That's probably all I'll listen to for the next several days. Just because to me they are the auditory version of Halloween.
See, I can agree with that. I like to go with stuff that like really puts me in mind of like it really like essence of Halloween. I love it. Like so, then my first and foremost on my Halloween playlist um is Alice Cooper, Keeping Halloween Alive
Okay.
is one of my favorites.
Like I'll
Um,
also listen to like Screaming Jay Hawkins.
oh yeah,
Um, yeah, like you said, Cooper. Yeah, definitely Alice Cooper will be on there. Um, there's just so much awesome stuff
there
that's out there.
really is. And of course, I would be horrible to say, like, the fun stuff too, like, Thriller or Somebody's
Right.
Watching Me, stuff like that. Um,
Monster Mash,
oh, there is a song, um, and it played in Halloween Kills. And it was it's a song that I listen to quite frequently and it's called Stop, Look, Listen.
Okay.
And it is such a fun song. And it's from Pete and Tell. Stop, Look, and Listen. It's Halloween. And it almost sounds like it's from like a Charlie Brown special
Oh, that's cool.
or a Garfield's Nightmare or Halloween Adventure, whatever it was. Garfield's Nightmare is
Garfield's.
the boat ride down in Kennywood.
Yeah, it no longer exists.
Which no longer is it. What didn't it go back to the old mill or something?
Dude, I haven't been to Kennywood in so long.
Yeah, it's been a while for myself as well. I was curious to know what you would have put on your Halloween playlist.
Yeah, like those are definitely. I listen to like the Cramps is another one that I listen to
So
during
I
this time of year.
Wednesday screwed that up for me.
Really?
Because they play Goo Goo Muck
Okay,
all the time. The moment that show came out, it was like over and over and over again.
that's true.
And so I was just like,
But
okay,
I
I'm
like
done
stuff
with
like
this.
Flame Job and like all that sort of stuff. So like, um, but like, who else? Who else? Like, trying to think other bands because I listen to so much crap all
Dawkins.
the time.
I
Who was that?
Dawkins. I love the
Oh,
Dream Warriors song.
you're
Um,
the Dream
yes, that's
Warriors.
one.
You know what else I really like too? The Fat Boys, because they do
They do
they
the
do
Freddy's
the
back or Freddy's.
Freddy's back.
Yes,
Yep.
and of course Will Smith or DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince at the time.
Yep.
Oh shit! So, what do you got for me, man? Like, so you were telling me about some cursed films.
Yes. Okay. So I got, how do I want to say it? I started thinking at work because that's all I do. And I live in I say it all the time. I live in my head when I'm at work because
Mm-hmm.
like I work a lot um, on my own in this little area in the shop. So sometimes I start to go down like rabbit holes in my head, and I started to think about movies. And what got me thinking about it, in all honesty, was, I don't know why, but it popped in my head, was about, remember on The Wizard of Oz how they said that there was like a person being hung in The Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, and then they kept saying like there was like all kind of weird stuff that happened around The Wizard of Oz. So I started thinking about like cursed movie sets, and like haunted, quote unquote, haunted movie sets, like where the actors and the crew and everyone like that were saying like, yes, this set was definitely haunted. So I came up with like five that were haunted. And of course, I'm just going to jump to number one right now and just tell you the number one is The Exorcist. But I'm going to go and just talk about these different ones, and I'll tell you why The Exorcist is the number one at the end. But the first one is called. You ever see the movie The Possession?
Possession. It's been years, but
Okay, it was about a Divic box, and if you don't know what a Divic box is, a Divic box is a wooden box, or just a box in general, that has a demon trapped inside the box. It's mostly, it comes out of like Jewish folklore, to be honest with you, where the demon that's in this box can like jump from person to person, and it like can like seep into you and like all kind of weird stuff. So once they get the demon out, they have to trap it immediately, or it can jump into the next person like right by them. So they put them in these boxes, and the box can be a shoe box, but that's called a Divic box. Okay.
mm,
So they were making this movie, and the uh, about this Divic box, and all the cast and crew kept saying like, um, when they after they started filming, like all like the set lights would just explode for no reason at all. Like LED lights would explode. LED lights don't explode, but these would actually explode. um the lights would shift and go on and off. They would hear voices, they would hear like the cold spots. Some of them would say they were being touched, you know and the guy who played Negan on Walking Dead,
yeah,
has
Jeffrey Dean
completely
Morgan.
left my head. Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He always said like he never really believed in. He's the one of the main characters in the movie, and he said he never really believed in the afterlife or anything like that until this. And he said that like he definitely now believes in the afterlife. He definitely believes that there's ghosts and everything like that and demons. He said that movie scared the hell out of him, not because the movie was scary, but everything that happened to him on the set while they were filming the movie. He said it was like the creepiest stuff that ever happened to him.
That's insane.
And okay, number two, the Poltergeist trilogy.
Okay, yeah, and I remember hearing about these. There was the girl Carol Ann, not
Hmm.
from the first movie, but also from the second movie. Didn't both of them die?
Both of them died. Yes, Carol Ann died of like pneumonia. She got like real sick and she died of pneumonia. But the older daughter, she was murdered.
Okay, so no, go ahead.
She had an ex-boyfriend, and her ex-boyfriend came to her house and strangled her to death in her driveway, murdered her in her driveway. He was like a stalker. He got all real weird, but all kinds of weird stuff happened about around that set as well. Four other cast members died surrounding that movie of just different things. The all the skeletons that were in that movie were real skeletons. They
They were real
weren't fake.
cadavers.
Did you
I
know
do.
that?
Yes, I did know that.
Yes, they were actual real skeletons that were used in it. Um, just there was lost footage. There was all kinds of like just this weird like equipment would just stop working. Things would just happen in general. Like it was just like another one. But like the big thing is like they say it was more not really haunted as much as it was cursed than haunted.
Hmm.
So that's like another like oddball thing that like happened there. Um, the remake of the Amityville horror movie,
Yeah, tell me about
not the
this.
original
I'm
one,
curious
but the
about
remake.
this because I tell you what, and I really enjoyed the remake, and it starred Ryan Reynolds,
Yep.
Melissa George, Chloe Grace Moretz, and it was really good, and it was for the quote unquote MTV generation,
Yep.
if you will.
While they were filming, a dead body washed up on the set.
Oh, that's insane.
Yes, a drowned dead body. They think it was murder, or they could never rule out murder or suicide on that one. So that's still kind of like up in the air on what happened to that body. So that shut down production for a while.
Hmm.
There were cold spots, voices being heard. Um, was it Ryan Reynolds said that the entire time he was there, he just felt this creepy, ominous feeling that he was always being watched. And there was the plague, the equipment was just plagued with failure all the time, especially during like key portions when they were filming for like the like the horror, like the major horror parts. Like the cameras would just stop rolling, the film would screw up, the lights would just turn off.
Wow.
The and then there was a fire, and they lost a whole bunch of and the fire was unexplained.
See, I couldn't even imagine that. I mean, like you're working on the set, and all this shit starts to happen.
Yep. Did you hear? Did you ever hear of the movie The House of the Devil?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear about that movie?
No.
It was filmed in a hotel. Okay.
No.
It was filmed in a motel called the Yankee Peddler. And while they were filming, the reason why they decided to film it here, the guy who was originally doing who wrote and produced and everything like that, filmed another horror movie in this same town and stayed at this hotel. And that the original the movie that they were originally that they were filming was also riddled with all kinds of stuff like that. I just didn't put it on the list because I like this one better. So both these movies were both on haunted sets, but this one's a little bit more because um, they filmed it in the Yankee Peddler where they were staying while filming the original movie. And this whole movie here was, again, doors would just shut while they're filming for no reason. No one around it, no breezes, no nothing. The doors would not just close shut, but slam shut or fire open like someone was behind it and kicked the door in. TVs would come on and then turn off, or you would be watching it and all of a sudden it would just go full volume for no reason whatsoever.
That sounds like
Like
my
while they're
TV I just got rid
because
of.
not only did they film the movie in this motel, but they also stayed there again while all this was going on. The cast and crew would get like touched, their names would get yelled. All of them would have the same dreams all the time,
That's
like these
wild.
really vivid, creepy dreams. And they'd be like, "Man, I had this really weird dream last night. Blah 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 was happening." They'd be like, "I had the same dream."
That's intense.
Yeah. Now, last but not least, The Exorcist. Now, The Exorcist, oh crap. Um, they would feel like the again disembodied voices were heard the whole time. People were getting injured constantly. Um, there would be cold spots all throughout the filming. There would be like people were getting hurt, like claws, like claw marks, like out of nowhere. People said they felt being bit. They would hear their names being screamed. All the equipment would turn off and on all the time. There were all kinds of unexplained like things would just disappear on set, like props would just disappear and reappear like
Oh
couple of
wow.
days later in a different spot, like all this stuff like that was going on. But get this, ready? There was a serial killer an actual serial killer on set that was in the movie as as an extra.
Oh, what?
Yep. His name was Paul Betstein, Betstein. He was an extra while shooting, and he was linked to killing 9 people, including a Variety reporter for the magazine Variety back in 1977.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is wild. Now I
yeah,
see.
and not only that, like a lot of the people that were in that movie also they had like all these like injuries, like Linda Blair had like massive back injuries, and it killed a lot of their taste for Hollywood. um a lot of people after they worked on that set on that movie like
Mhm.
walked away from being in Hollywood ever again. Like they were just like, all right, I'm done. A lot of people wouldn't hire them after being in the movie, and no one would, and they never gave them a reason why. They're just like, no, you're not good for the role, blah blah blah. But like it was like they almost like secretly were like blacklisted for no reason,
That's
and
wild.
they could never figure it out why. That's some crazy crap, man.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it really is. And like, I'm surprised there was a few that like the stuff that I've heard, and I question whether or not they're really considered cursed, if you will.
Right.
Like the Crow, for example. Like you hear all the stories that revolved around the Crow, and it is ironic that his dad, Bruce Lee, died the same way in a similar fashion that Brandon Lee had died.
No, he did not.
So
That is
that is a big
that is a lie.
that is one of those urban legends, if you will, that um, he died in a similar fashion.
Correct. No, Brand. No, nope. You always hear people talk about. There's a lot of BS around Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah,
A lot of BS. Number one, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Bullcrap. Bullcrap. He was not pound for pound one of the greatest fighters of all time. Number two, Bruce Lee was never really a good fighter to begin with. I know a lot of people are listening now and being like, "What the?" He wasn't. Sorry, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble. He was a fighter, sorta. He was fighter adjacent. Um, there's only one time he was ever in a tournament. That's it. There's only one known time that Bruce Lee was ever in an actual fighting tournament, and he did win, but it was because of um, he was Bruce Lee. Um, yeah, there's a lot that goes. I can go on a rabbit hole about him, but no. Do I respect him? Yes. Was he a good? Yes. Was he a martial artist? Yes. Was he great at his martial art? Yes. But pound for pound, if he was on the mat today in his prime that he is now, he would get used like a rag doll. That's
oh
all I'm
yeah,
gonna say.
probably
Okay.
I could definitely agree with that. So
And he
no,
died. He died of an aneurysm.
okay. So another film that, and I was just happened to be looking it up because it was another film that it was debated whether or not it was a cursed film or not. Was the Twilight Zone the movie? Now, while it wasn't a curse, so I'll just bring this up. Um, but while it wasn't a cursed film, there was an infamous real life tragedy that involved in like really the downfall of this movie in a sense. While they were filming John Landis's segment called Time Out, Vic Morrow and two child actors were killed in a helicopter.
The helicopter accident.
Yes,
Yeah.
the scene involved a Vietnam War sequence with explosions, gunfire, and I guess the helicopter was like too low, and while the kids and Morrow was running, the pyrotechnic went up and hit the helicopter, and the helicopter came down. And it's so sad. I've seen the video, and it's so absolutely terrifying to see it happen. And like I still to this day, it's like it's scary that things like that can happen on set. You know, people losing their lives, due to negligence or trying to make the day, or I mean, it's sad. Like when we see it, like up with that new movie with Alec Baldwin, that Rust movie,
Yeah.
then with Brandon Lee. I mean, it just, these tragedies happen, and it's sad. It really is.
And it's just funny because I just looked up on just real quick, I looked up on Google and they just said, "Oh, people don't even know how Bruce Lee died. Like he died of mysterious." No, he didn't. It's known. There was an autopsy.
Some
They're
people don't believe
it's just funny.
science.
Like, I'm sorry, man, but like Google got it wrong. They're like he died of an aneurysm.
Right.
Not like he didn't go as how Elvis died on the toilet of an aneurysm, but yeah, he died of an aneurysm. Sorry, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble. But yeah, like that movie, you're right. I put that more in the cursed category than haunted
Yeah,
category.
I agree. I 100% agree. As we're winding down, though, I wanted to bring this up. I thought this was, I saw this the other day and I was like, holy shit. I think we have to talk about this. So there was a scientific study that was just recently done with horror movies. And I guess they do it
Okay.
every year. Okay. And they released the top 50, and I'm not going to go through all 50. But we'll touch on a couple just to kind of like get your thoughts on it. So basically, what it is they hook people up to sensors and everything. They watch these movies. They do, and they go with your heart rate.
Okay.
So, and by the beats per minute and everything, they categorize like what is the scariest movies of all time. So they gave 50 of them. So, I don't know where I want to start, but I'm not going to go with the number one yet.
Okay.
We'll go back. Let me go back to the bottom ones because these, like, I think um, these are pretty interesting. Um, okay, so coming in around rounding out number 50. Okay, the last one on the entire list. Um, there is the new 2025 movie Weapons. Have not got to see it yet. Really looking forward to it. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, I never
Um,
heard of it.
yeah, it looks really wild. But the average movie heart rate for this was 74 beats per minute. The highest spike was 88.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah. So like, not a huge jump, but yeah, it's there's like a 13% difference there. So, or a 13 beat difference. Um Kind of go up. The Grudge is in at number 46. 72 beats per minute is the average for the movie. 93 is what the highest spike was. And I'm going to mention this movie just because I love this movie and it came in at number 41. Um, is Evil Dead Rise. This movie is just, by the end of this movie, it had me feeling some type of way. And I just enjoyed it thoroughly. It gets a lot of hate as not feeling like a real Evil Dead sequel. But I look at it to where it's more of an Evil Dead sequel to the 2013 remake. Because it's more fast paced and everything. A lot of people were mad that they got out of the cabin and everything. But it's an intense movie and creepy as shit. But yeah, Evil Dead Rise come up, and the average movie rate for that was 75 beats per minute, with the highest spike at 83. So there
Hmm.
was a 14 point difference. Now let's go to the next 10, see if there's anything. Okay, so this just drives me crazy. This is one of the ones that really drives me crazy. This really grinds my gears. The Blair Witch Project comes in at 39. That is another movie that I list and rank on my top 5 overrated movies of all time.
Oh God, yeah. I couldn't even watch it. Maybe it literally made me sick.
It was a great concept, but I
Bad
feel
execution.
yes, exactly. So it came off with a 92 beats per minute at the highest spike. The 2017 remake of It come in at 37 with 102 beats per minute at the highest spike, which that's pretty that's pretty intense. And I think it has to do with a lot with the clown because a lot of people have that chlorophobia.
Hmm.
Um this might disappoint you a little bit. Number 35, The Exorcist.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, The Exorcist was the average heart rate going into the movie was 74 beats per minute. The highest spike was 89. But which is funny because if you go to number 31, 1978, John Carpenter's Halloween is on there with 103 beat per minute highest spike.
That movie doesn't even scare me.
Like, is it the intensity of the music? That's the only thing I can think of because I agree. It's not that scary of a movie.
No.
Um, it see the A Quiet Place is at number 27, which I love. The Quiet Place, that is such a good movie. And what's funny is like John Krasinski made a movie with little to no dialogue better than what most people can do with dialogue all through it.
Right.
And that was at, you ready for this, 120 beats per minute at the highest spike.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Then, of course, we have the Terrifier movies. Terrifier 3 came in at 25, and Terrifier 2 came in at 23. And both of them had between 97 and 91 beats per minute at the highest spike. Paranormal Activity had 115 beats per minute at the highest spike. And that was at number 16. I'm not sure I said that. Hell House LLC came in at number 11 with a average movie rate at 81 beats per minute, and the highest spike is 107. And now I'm just gonna round out the top 10 real quick to get to number 1. Talk to Me is number 10. Exorcism of Emily Rose is number 9. I think this is pretty cool. Number 8 and number 7 is Smile and Smile 2. Smile was a great movie. I really liked that. I had a lot of fun with it. The ending was kind of but I've heard a lot of really good things about Smile too. Hereditary, number 6. The Conjuring at number 5. Number 4, Insidious. Number 3, Skinamarink from 2022. I haven't either. Host, number 2. And your number 1 movie that is scientifically proven to be the scariest movie of all time of 2025 is a movie from 2012 starring Ethan Hawke. Average movie rate at 86 beats per minute. Highest spike is 131. And that movie
Showgirls.
is Sinister. Sinister.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, it's a pretty intense movie. So, yeah, and WTAE had actually shared this. Had posted this up. So I'm going to post that up if you guys want to take a look at it a little closer and check out what other films that we didn't cover on there.
I still say like the scariest movie of all time is The Exorcist. I will die upon that hill.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Like I tell you what, like a lot of the old Italian films are pretty like Lucio Fulci, The Beyond. Just the scene with like the tarantulas and the wood going into the eye. That's like, oh, like I do question how some of they like what makes them decide which movies to view. because
Well, have you ever heard of a Serbian film?
sadly, yes, I've never watched it, but I've heard some pretty. I think we talked about it on the air a couple episodes ago.
Like, I'm sorry, man, but like I've taken 1,000 showers since that, and I still feel dirty.
Oh, yeah, I've heard some crazy things about that, and it's one of those things that people say that if you find that movie enjoyable, you should be put on a list.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like your hard drive needs to be fucking checked. Like if you think Serbian film is like a good movie, you are no. Like I don't want to be your friend because like I want to check your basement to see how many dead people are in the basement.
Right. Well,
Yeah, like
I think that kind of wraps up our Halloween episode. I thought we had a great show, other than my little moment there that we had. I do. I have a few Brain Dead by Sunday physical albums that I want to do a giveaway for, and I think I may do something for that on Halloween.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, so I think like I might post a little video. So keep an eye out on Instagram somewhere.
I'm I'm going to give my little where I'm going to be's real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say so on Halloween the 31st and November 1st. I will be at Creature Fest in Uniontown. So check me out there. On November 22nd, I will be at the Pittsburgh Record Show. On November 23rd, I will be at the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show in South Hills. And on December 14th, I will be at the Pittsburgh Night Record Show down in Lawrenceville. So that's where you're going to be able to find me so far. In the flesh, you'll be able to find me and say, come say hi, give me your money. I'll give you some comics.
Get them funny books.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to do last week, and I'm kind of mad at myself for it.
Yes, go ahead.
We forgot to say
Weird Al for Super
Weird
Bowl.
Al for the
Listen,
Super Bowl.
We've been given a new mission. We're still
That
going
is.
to plug this. We're still going to plug it.
Yes.
But you ready? You ready to hear something kind of unbeknownst? I don't know if that's the right terminology to use. Unbeknownst to you, maybe others. I don't know. But I just learned this. It came up, and I was like, "Holy shit! I need to bring this up." So I'm happy that you said that.
Okay.
It is a tragedy that Weird Al has not yet ever been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes. You know what? Starting now, Weird Al should be nominated for freaking everything. President, Mayor of Pennsylvania, Mayor of Pittsburgh,
The mayor
Governor
of Pennsylvania.
I don't know, Pope.
Pope Weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pope Al.
The Pope. I'm gonna go with.
I wonder what his Pope mobile would look like.
It would be awesome. That's what it would look like. It would be fucking awesome. Anything that man does is awesome. Yeah. Still Super Bowl. I'm gonna start a religion just based upon Weird Al.
And like every iteration is like the form of like the altar boys.
Yep. Call Alism.
Alism. Oh,
We'll have allegories.
oh dear Lord.
I'm
And
writing
please,
the Al Bible.
if
Albal.
anybody out there listening knows Weird Al, we want him on the show.
Oh my God, yes. If you can't tell, we have a pretty good affinity towards the man. But no, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he should definitely be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
100%. There is no reason why he shouldn't be. Like, there are some questionable choices that were already in there right now.
Exactly right.
So I think we need to make that happen. So let's get Weird Al nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2020.
And I'm going to say the damn Nobel Peace Prize.
I mean, I think we can all agree that life would be a lot more peaceful with Weird Al.
I mean, like, seriously, think about it. What has that man done? Other than bring nothing but joy to the world, the man has done nothing. He is. You never hear anything bad about him. He's married to a woman forever. He has a kid. You never hear anything bad about the kids. I mean, like, he's awesome. He's smart. He does great work. He's cool. He loves his fans, dude. Definitely, if he's not on the Super Bowl, and if he doesn't win some sort of Nobel Peace Prize, the presidential what's it called, the presidential award, anything like that, the man
The
deserves
Purple
it.
Heart. I don't know if that's a thing for people, even though you're not. He's never been in the military, but why not? No disrespect for anybody who did, honestly. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is a tragedy.
yeah, 100%. So we got to make this happen. So where can everybody find you at, Mike?
You can mostly find me, like I just told you, in the flesh at those last shows, but you could also find me at Nomad underscore comics and collectibles underscore on Instagram, or Punk Rock Mike on Instagram. So check me out, add me as your friend. I post cool things. So
And
look me up.
I am at Richie Wayne Graves, which I'm probably gonna end up changing that again. You can find me there, or you can find me at Lights Camera Pop Pod or Lights Camera Pop on Facebook, as well as Carnival Lights Media, which you have been listening to a Carnival Lights Media production. But you can email us at lightscamerapoppod at outlook.com. And you
You know
can
what,
email
guys?
us about
Also,
anything.
like and subscribe to us as well, please.
Yes, please.
I know
Do that, and
I
you're
know
going to
we
be
never
getting
say
you're going
that.
to be
I
getting
normally
some new
hate when
content.
people on. I normally hate when people on like YouTube or any of the Spotify things or anything like that. But please, it does help us. We're trying to, you know,
And leave a review.
get things. Yeah, we'll listen. Even if it sucks, like, please don't say that we suck.
Please don't.
But if we do suck and you say that we suck, like, DM me, but still leave a cool review.
And we'll bring you on the show and we'll talk about why we suck.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to say I don't, because I probably do. But I mean, like, at the same time,
It's like, why?
just,
What have you heard?
like lie to the people, say that we're awesome, and then you could like make fun of us to them. But I mean, like, in all honesty, yeah, like a review would be great. Like subscribe, like all that sort of stuff. Um,
I really
if
need
you
to get
like
some,
us,
I really
definitely
need
do
to
it.
get some
If you
outro
don't like
music.
us, still write something nice about us.
Right. Yeah. Do that. So on that note, happy Halloween, everybody. Stay safe. Get your candy and bring all your Reese's peanut butter cups to me.
Right? Yeah. Remember, all you parents out there, remember the kids have to learn early, so tax them. Take 25% of their candy.
Yes. I can't believe we didn't talk about any candy on here either. Oh well.
That'll be next week. We'll talk about candy next week because it'll be after Halloween, and then we'll be able to talk about the cool stuff.
As we're like unwrapping everything, I really need to get some closing music to play and fade out as we're talking because we just keep going and going. It's so funny.
To keep us on some sort of schedule.
Right.
All right, brother.
Hey. Hey, thanks for everybody for getting your geek on. Have a safe Halloween and have a good week.
Boo.